2.4.5 Recalls and Recall Reporting. Responsibility for complying with this section lies with manufacturers, packagers, labelers, importers, and distributors. The requirement here is that you implement a system of control that permits rapid and complete recall of every lot or batch of an NHP. What does this mean? You must identify the individuals responsible for initiation and for coordination of the recall. Initiation will typically be the responsibility of someone in senior management. You must ensure that the recall can be activated at any time. You can't say that you're closed for a week of holidays and therefore cannot fulfill your obligations under the recall system. You must maintain accurate distribution and sales records so you know who received the affected lots and who to contact in the event of a recall. You must ensure that an SOP is in place, detailing steps for executing recall and for controlling recalled product. Ensure that everyone is trained in this SOP. The last thing you want to happen is for the order pickers to pick recalled product, then ship it out again. It should be labeled and set aside in a designated area. To illustrate this point, we'll go back to our example of Maple Leaf Foods again. There was a situation where Maple Leaf Foods was receiving back all the recalled lots of hot dogs due to the listeria concerns. However, certain order pickers accidentally repicked the same hot dogs and shipped them out again. This was clearly an example of recalled product not being properly labeled. You must assess the recall progress and prepare a final report with a final reconciliation. Again, there's that word reconciliation. If you manufactured 1,000 bottles of a recalled product, where are they? For example, 500 units of this lot are still in stock. 200 units returned by distributor A. 250 were returned by distributor B. And 50 units were not returned, either because the customer consumed it or the customer simply could not account for it. When you add these numbers up, you should return back to the 1,000 units you started with. The second element is recall reporting, and the responsibility here lies specifically with manufacturers, importers, and distributors. The requirement is that you notify Health Canada in the event of a recall. What does this involve? You must notify the Regional Operational Center within 3 days of commencing the recall. Do not send a note to the NHPD in Ottawa. It is the regional center that must be notified. Notification must include details of the product involved, the reason for the recall, and the quantities involved. We recommend you create a template or form to be completed that lists all of the requirements and that can be readily completed in the event of a recall. Finally, we'd like to refer you to the Health Products and Food Branch Inspection Recall Policy, Policy POL0016 for further information. This is a fairly detailed document and goes into various types of recalls and levels of recalls.